Hey guys, I wanted to take a couple minutes here to get you guys started on this multi-step word problems using the 4 operations assignment that you have. I am going to walk you through until the last step, and I'm going to expect you to do the last step yourself. If you feel confident doing these on your own, by all means, go ahead and do these on your own. You don't need to watch this video, but I wanted to provide some guidance for those of you that need it. You will have 2 attempts on this one. Okay, so if you're not happy with your first score, then I would recommend going ahead and doing it again. All right, so question number 1. We have Tanner, who walks 31 miles each month. And then we have Kelsey, who walks 29 miles each month. So this means 31 per month, 29 per month. How many more miles will Tanner walk than Kelsey after 3 months? As a hint for the last step that you're going to have to complete on this one. If this just asked us how many more miles does Tanner walk every month than Kelsey, you would just take these 2 numbers and subtract them because you're looking for how many more. Okay, so that's kind of a hint for what you're going to do for your last step, but we have to do something else before you can move into that. So this says how many more miles will Tanner walk than Kelsey after 3 months? So we need to figure out how much or how far each of them walk in a span of 3 months. So Tanner walks 31 miles each month. So we need to multiply that by 3 to get his total. And that is 93. But if you can't do that math in your head, you can always pull up a calculator here. And I actually already did this one. So 31 times 3 is 93. Okay. Then Kelsey is 29 miles every month. Okay, so you'll do 29 times 3, you get 87. So Tanner walks 93 miles in 3 months. Kelsey walks 87 miles in 3 months. You need to figure out what to do with these 2 numbers. Figure out how many more Tanner walks than Kelsey. You're either going to add, subtract, multiply, or divide. Okay. Question 2. We have Miss Allie, who has 8 playlists, and each of those playlists has 25 songs. Okay, so what that means, that doesn't mean that there's 25 songs total. That means her first playlist has 25 songs, her second playlist has 25 songs, her third playlist has 25 songs, all the way up through her 8th playlist. Okay, Aubrey has 9 playlists that each have 18 songs on them. So same thing as with Allie. First playlist has 18 songs, the second playlist has 18 songs, the third playlist has 18 songs, all the way up through the 9th playlist. How many songs do the girls have on their iPods all together? So the first thing we have to do is figure out how many total songs Allie has, and then how many total songs Aubrey has. So we could do, for Allie, add 25 8 times, 25 plus 25 plus 25 plus 25 plus 25. But the shortcut for that is multiplying. So for Allie, we're just going to say her 8 playlists times 25. Okay, and if you do that multiplication, you get 200. And then Aubrey, again, you could do 18 plus 18 plus 18 plus 18 plus 18 9 times, but the shortcut is just multiplying those 2 numbers. 9 times 18, which, I did this multiplication already, is 162. So this question wants to know how many songs they have on their playlists altogether, or total. So think about what you would need to do with these 2 numbers to find the total number of songs. Add, subtract, multiply, or divide. That's what you need to figure out. Okay. All right. Question 3. Carly bought 4 shirts that each cost $12. Okay. She had $50. How much change did she get back? So before we can figure out anything with the change, we need to figure out how much she spent on the shirt. So 4 shirts total, each of them are $12. So again, we could do 12 plus 12 plus 12 plus 12, and that'll give us our answer. Or we can do the shortcut and multiply them. Okay, so if we do 4 times 12, we get 48. So she owes the store $48. You now need to figure out what we're going to do with the $50 she has and this $48 that she owed the store. Okay. So with these two numbers, you're either going to add, subtract, multiply, or divide to find your final answer for how much change she should get. Okay. All right. Question 4. Jenna bought 6 bags that each contained 4 ring pops. And then she bought 2 bags that each contained 16 bags of Skittles. How many pieces of candy will she have to pass out to her friends? So before we can find the total number she has altogether, we need to figure out how many ring pops she has and how many Skittles she has. So 6 bags of 4 ring pops, again, we could do 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. Or we can do the shortcut and just say we're going to take the 6 bags and multiply them by how many ring pops are in each bag. So she has 24 ring pops. And then the same thing for Skittles. She's got 2 bags that each contain 16 Skittles, so we could do 16 plus 16, or you could do 2 times 16, which both of those are relatively easy to figure out. Okay, so she has 24 ring pops, 32 bags of Skittles. How many pieces of candy does she have in all? So you need to figure out whether you're going to add, subtract, multiply, or divide using that keyword in all, or total. What do we have to do to figure that out? Okay. All right. Number 5. Miss Maddox had 345 books that she's going to give out to students that complete a challenge. And apparently, just based off of what I've read in this question, it's for 1st through 5th grade. So, 1st grade, there's 82 1st graders that complete the challenge. There are 94 2nd graders that complete the challenge. And there's 66 3rd graders that complete the challenge. We ultimately want to figure out how many books she's going to have left to give to the 4th and 5th graders. But before we can do that, we need to figure out how many she's already giving to the 1st through 3rd graders. Okay, so she's given this many to 1st, 2nd, and 3rd grade. We want to figure out how many total she's giving. We can just add these together. We can do 82 plus 94 plus 66. And that's another one that I've already done. That gives us 242. So she's giving 242 books to the 1st through 3rd graders. Okay. So we want to figure out how many she has left to give to 4th and 5th grade. So you need to figure out 345, 242. If we want to figure out how many she has left or how many are remaining, think about whether you're going to add, subtract, multiply, or divide with these. Okay, think about what left or remaining means. Okay, final question here. So we have Computer Depot that sold 762 reams of paper. Then we have Paper Palace, who all we know is that they sold 3 times as much paper as Computer Depot. So we're going to do 3 times how much Computer Depot spent or sold. Okay. And then we also have Office Supply Central. And okay, so here's what we know about Office Supply Central. Paper Palace sold 143 reams more than Office Supply Central. So what we have to do here is we're going to take whatever Paper Palace sold. So I'm just going to go ahead and say Paper Palace because we don't know how much they sold yet. We have to do this math. Minus 143. Okay, so we need to figure out how much Paper Palace sold before we can figure out this last one. So we need to do 3 times 762. All right, so Paper Palace, I'm going to erase this and put how much they actually sold. They sold 2,286. And then Office Supply Central, or whatever this one was called, they sold 143 less than Paper Palace. So we're going to take this 2,286 that we just got and subtract 143 from it. So minus, oh, it did. Okay, so I forgot that one, 43. So we get that Office Supply Central sold 2,143 reams of paper. Okay, so how many reams of paper were sold by all 3 stores combined? So we've got these three values. We want to know how many reams were sold combined. So if we want to combine values, you need to think about if we want to add, subtract, multiply, or divide. And this question, you actually need to type your answer in. Okay? Let me know if you have any questions. And hopefully I'll hear from you soon.